We've all heard that saying a million times, right? Better safe than sorry. It sounds so simple, but that one little idea has completely shaped our world. I mean, it's in the technology we build, the laws we pass, it's even baked right into the words we use every day. So let's get right into it.
At its core, it's all about prevention. It's just this simple piece of wisdom that says, hey, do a little something now so you don't have a huge problem later. And believe it or not, that single concept is the bedrock for so many of the systems and tools we're about to look at.
That's a huge question, right? Because we're surrounded by all these complex systems that are supposed to protect us, but we're also facing some pretty complex threats. So how do we actually pull it off? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with the tech, our first line of defense. Then we'll see what happens when that defense gets broken. After that, we'll look at how society responds with its system of justice. And finally, we're going to see how all of this stuff ends up in the way we talk. All right. First things first, the tools. We live in an age where our safety net, well, it's mostly digital. These are the things working away in the background, day in and day out, trying to keep us safe. And what's wild is just how normal all this stuff is to us now. Think about it. CCTV cameras are everywhere. Our ID cards and the microchips in them hold tons of our personal info, all to prove we are who we say we are. Radars are out there tracking planes and ships we can't even see. And of course, security systems guard our homes. Each one is basically a different piece in this giant puzzle of prevention. But our relationship with all this tech, it's complicated. You've got your technophiles, the people who love it and embrace the security it brings. And then you have the technophobes who are worried about privacy or what could happen if this tech is misused. And that tension, that's really important because our digital shield, well, it's not foolproof. Which brings us right to our next section. Because no matter how advanced our technology gets, sometimes prevention just fails. And when it does, it almost always comes down to the human element, someone finding a way to get past that shield.
And this is key. We're not just talking about some generic bad guy. Our language is super specific here. A burglar goes after buildings. A hijacker takes over a vehicle. A forger plays with fake documents, while a smuggler sneaks things across borders. Every single one represents a totally different kind of threat, a unique way that our security can be broken.
So when that security is broken, society has to have a response. You can't just have chaos. And that's where the legal system steps in. It has its own, very specific language that's designed to bring order back when things get disorderly. And this lays out the process perfectly. It follows a clear path, right? First, a person is accused of a crime. Then, if there's enough evidence, they're officially charged. After that, they are tried in court to figure out if they're guilty. And finally, if they're found guilty, they're sentenced to a punishment. See? It's a structured, methodical response to keep things from falling apart. Okay, and now for my favorite part. This whole world of risk, security, and justice, it doesn't just stay in courtrooms and on computer screens. Oh no, it seeps right into the way we talk every single day, becoming part of our most common phrases. I mean, take safe and sound. We say it all the time, but have you ever really thought about it? It's not just about being safe. That sound part, it means being whole, unhurt. It's the best possible outcome you could hope for after something risky has happened. It's the whole point of being cautious in the first place. Or how about law and order? It's more than just a phrase from a TV show. It's a core concept. The law is the set of rules we all agree to follow, and the order is that feeling of peace and stability that comes from it. It ties our everyday language right back to that whole system of justice we were just talking about. And hit and run, this is a phrase that was literally born from a crime. It tells a whole story in just 3 words. There's the action, the hit, and then there's the irresponsible escape, the run. It's an entire narrative of a crime, right there. And I absolutely love this one because it brings everything full circle. To keep in mind, what are we really saying? We're saying remember this, be cautious, take precautions. It's the spirit of better safe than sorry in a nutshell. And it's a great reminder that even our tech shields, our software, need us to stay vigilant. So that kind of leaves us with one final thought. We are constantly updating our software, our security cameras, our laws. They're always changing. But phrases like safe and sound or law and order, they've been around for centuries. So it makes you wonder, in a world that's always in flux, are our shared words and the ideas they carry the most lasting form of security we actually have? Something to keep in mind. Thanks for watching.